Hi, so it's Carrie with Orkney Farms, and this is the new pasture that we've acquired for our cows. So today we're just here going to look at the fences and see how it is, if you want to come with me along for that. And eventually we'll be bringing our cows here. So I'm just going to be looking through this fence line and seeing if there's any dips in the fence or holes in the fence. See where the cows will get out. Like this big hole here. Aim your camera here. So far the fence is looking pretty good. I'm not seeing much to give underneath the fence or anything. Like that wire's right to the ground. There was that one hole, which I'm not sure if Veronica caught on camera or not. But other than that, I don't see a lot of give in the fence. There's a lot of little bushes in here, that's for sure.
Some of this stuff is literally taller than me.
Yep. So Veronica was saying, I'm not sure if you guys heard her in the background, she's saying some of this grass is taller than her. And like that's a good sign, because that means that the cows should have a nice amount of feed. So I know I've had you just looking at the fence line, so I'll turn you this way. Maybe see, this is the pasture that we are renting. Am I going to connect all the videos together? Yes. It looks like something's been going through here. Mm-hmm. All the grass is knocked down. Mm-hmm. Whether it's deer.
Dad?
I don't know. I don't think your dad walked this pasture. They stayed sort of at the gate, talked about it. But I don't know, maybe the guy that owns the pasture has walked the pathway.
Dad wouldn't walk for them.
So we've reached the sort of corner, I would say. Here it goes down into a huge drop off, which I'm not even sure if the camera can pick up the drop because of all the foliage, but that's a serious drop there. You can sort of tell the drop in the fence by dropping in the landscape by the angle this fence is on. At that point,
by dropping a stick if you watch the stick.
There you go, we saw the stick. Well, you can see where the fence is angled down. It goes straight down, right? So, yeah. So me and Mike have to make the decision whether to go from this here and come across somewhere here, or whether we're gonna just cut off this whole corner from the cows and go from maybe that post over there that you can't see because it's behind a tree to this tree and across these trees. So we've come out of that corner, and I'm not sure if this camera will pick it up, but the corner was over there somewhere through that tree. The more I zoom in, it just zooms in on the tree. Yeah, over there. So, yeah, well, this tree line follows the cliff's edge. So, Bronca, I don't want you too close. Stay back.
This would also be a good hiding spot, but...
Yeah, well, too close to the edge. So, just to give you a better example of this drop. Come, Bronca, don't get up on there, please. Look. There you go. So, it literally, this tree has decided to grow on the edge of a cliff. and then it's just straight down. So I think Mike can run a fence along those trees right there on the outer skirts of this, and unfortunately not give the cows access to right here. He's gonna have to tuck a wire in here. I just got smoked with a tree. So probably this tree here, he will have to run across to that tree there, I assume. But we're gonna follow this line and keep circling. If I could trust our cows not to jump down that cliff, it would be really nice to let them have all that nice shade. There. Veronica says she's surrounded by prickly bushes. You just gotta kind of push through. That's why you're in pants, babe. Okay. I have tree branches breaking at my head every step of the way. So, oh. So yeah, I assume we're gonna follow that tree line across here somewhere. Mike likes straight fences, but I would just go and try to follow these trees along the edge, regardless of the way they spin. As long as it's a semi-straight line from one tree to the other. Yes, Veronica, there's some serious prickles in here. You saw a broken egg? Like what kind? Like an egg?
Like a bird egg.
So, this is this view from this side. I'm not sure exactly where the boys are. They were going to circle the fence line from the gate the other way.
Oh, what are those pieces?
No, that's a crabapple tree, love. Crabapple tree.
What is a crabapple tree?
Oh, there's something, sorry. Something just jumped in the bushes there. So we're just going to kind of slowly meander. What?
Crabapple tree.
I'm not really sure. An apple tree that has crab apples on it. So we came from that direction. That's where the cliff is. And we see fence on this side, so
I guess we reached the end.
well, I guess we reached a corner.
Ow.
So ow, prickly bush. I'm not even sure where it ties off or doesn't tie off. And almost, you alright, babe?
That thing's so cute.
Yes, it's very prickly. It looks like, if anything, it curved. The cliff area curves, and you have more normal land down here. There's definitely a tree down. Whoops, I think my finger was on it for a minute. There's definitely some trees down on the fence on this corner that we'll have to take care of. And then I guess now we follow this fence line and start checking for holes and stuff again. Not sure which branches here are prickly and which aren't. And I'm really worried that some of this might be poison ivy. And if we end up itchy after this, it's not going to be fun. So, ouch. I'll check back into you when we get up against that fence again. So we made it to the fence line. It's a lot of prickly bushes here along this fence line. And this fence is kind of high here, so I'll have to tell Mike that the fence looks like it's been lifted at the back corner.
At the bottom.
Yeah. So those trees and the fence being a little lifted, that's going to have to be looked at before we can put the cows on it. Oh. Oh, it's hot. I don't know. So, I think that is probably the gate. Yeah, so I think that's the gate where we're parked. Right there. And so we walked that whole area, which from here it doesn't even look like that far, but when you walk down and around, it feels like a long walk. And now we're headed this way, up this fence line, and hopefully meeting the boys over by that bush. So if I see anything worth documenting, I'll let you know. Other than that, I'm gonna save my battery and my breath. So the fence is super lifted up right here. Yeah, more apples on the ground. A pretty tree on the opposite side of the fence. But, yeah, it hangs over. It'll give the cow shade. So this fence is really lifted here, and Ben will definitely try to take advantage of going under it. Like, I can't even zoom out that much, but like, Veronica can climb underneath it. Okay, don't go on other people's property though, Bella.
I was just showing you.
Yeah, I know. But either way, we'll have to try to get that to go down a bit or put something there to stop the cows. Ben has a very bad tendency, if we haven't said this in a previous video, of just lifting fences. He doesn't try to go over them. He will try to go under them. So situations like that make me worried that he will try to lift that up on that fence. So there's that scenario. There's a really big up part there too. Makes me wonder if wild animals or something have lifted these fences, because there's a lot of like paths that have been wore down in the grass. You can't see them all, but there's definitely this one. Like, I'm not even sure if the camera's picking it up, but it goes and there's just a few of them. There was a lot over by that other bush line too.
That were really big.
That were really big. Ronk was worried it was a bear. And yes, we do have bears in our area. Black bears. So there's always that possibility. I think the fence would have been lifted a lot higher if it was a bear though that came under it. But
we'll never know.
We'll never know. Anyways, yeah, I don't think we're gonna see it. The boys are more likely to run into something dangerous because they're in that bush over there, from what I understand. And we didn't really walk through our bush line. We walked the grass beside the bush line. So
I'm lucky I'm not going in.
We'll keep trucking and let you know if we see any other issues. So there's a super wet spot here, which leads to some really nice grass here. Let's see if it's wet under our feet. It's a little wet. My socks are getting wet. Listen to the crunch. Oh gosh, how wet does she go, friends? Are we walking into a marsh? I don't know, but the truck is over there. I can see the cap of it somewhere.
I can see it.
I can, but I can't find it on the phone. There's 2 dragonflies. I don't even think they got caught on the camera.
3. One's like...
I know, but the camera's not picking them up, Veronica. They were very pretty. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, truck is across there, and we are heading across. So Mike just called me and told me that he's going to be coming across the field to bring us water. I guess he wasn't searching the bush. He was talking to the guy that we're renting off of, so that's cool. Anyways, this is what the fence line looks like at this point. Kind of high off the ground, but not super high. And I feel like the whole back fence is going to be that way, so we'll just watch and see if we can find Mike coming with the boys. Veronica is down in the grass. Hopefully there's no ticks. Farm Kid 101. Got anything to say?
Don't know.
Look at me smile.
Well, it's very thick, which we think that's gonna be really good for our cows.
You prickled yourself?
I cut myself
You cut yourself with grass. That's gonna hurt. Is it bleeding?
a little.
A little. Or we're into casualty. Oh, like a paper cut. It sounds not clicking in. Just give me a minute. It does not want to focus. It's not focusing on your finger. It wants to focus on your face. Go. There you go. There's the focus on your finger and your little cut. Perfect. So Veronica cut herself on a blade of grass. Don't know where the boys are. Shouldn't have took them that long to come across the field.
Yeah, if they knew where we were. Well, the boys said they knew where we were and they were gonna bring us some water, but it turns out that they probably didn't, because it's taking them a pretty long time.
Did they tell us when they called us that they've been watching us walk around the field?
Yeah.
Yeah. Always the girls doing the farm work while the boys sit and jibber jabber. Anyways, say bye-bye. We'll notify them when the boys show up.
Bye. Yep.
Here the boys come. I don't know. I can't even see them on the scout thing. Like, they disappeared.
I can't see them.
They're behind this bush, I think. Here they
Tell
come.
them you don't know.
Veronica, I want you to stand up, because if he pulls up close to me, I don't want him hitting you. I'm hoping he'll pull up beside us, but we'll just watch him stroll across the field. Yeah, okay, you can sit in the truck when it's over. We have Band-Aids in the truck, I think. Maybe even some peroxide. Dad brought Tylenol. Veronica, can you please stand up so your dad can see you? Maybe even
Probably can't see me.
he can probably see you. He can see me, but he's coming straight for us. And I'm recording him coming straight at us. They look like they're stuck. You alright?
Low down.
Yeah, well,
Hit grass.
Dad's wrecking all the grass too. So we looked at most of the field, and now we're trying to put up a fence line, and he's not doing anything that I thought we were doing, but we're close. So I'll turn you around and maybe you can see, maybe you can't. He's trying to call me, so I have to take his call first. So I'm a little further down the line of the fence now. Mike needed me to move a snag, and he was on the phone with me, so I couldn't record and phone at the same time. But I'm going to turn the camera around, and you'll see him. And then we'll go back to the kids who are screaming at the truck and start that process again. So, Mike is over there. He's going to that T-post to see if the wire's stuck. And then you can see he's got a little orange post in the ground there. And then I'm at this T-post. Right now they're just zip tied on because we're trying to run the line without much give. It's coming? I don't know, you're moving wire, so it's got to be coming. He was pulling this wire, but he doesn't believe that it's coming. Anyway, so I'm going back towards the truck this way with this line. And I'll see you back that way. So we're back at the truck, and we're back at this original T-post where I started videoing, and I gotta call Mike and ask him if he can if he's feeling this wire move or not, because maybe we're stuck again down there again. But as I was trying to say before he called, you can sort of see the fence, the post going down. I kind of showed you from a couple T-posts down that way what it looked like, so now you're going to see the whole fence as it comes, this T-post and then our truck.